What did you think of the Moon Knight suits? The Mr. Knight and Moon Knight? I'm about to put some dirt in your eye. That's so, that is so weird. How strange. Well, anyway, let's get started. I have to start like a bit earlier since some after a while pausing it takes a while to yeah, that kind of happens at times. Yep. So, yeah. So, oh, it's kind of interesting how we'll only get a few reprisals of the Danny Elfman score, while the rest is done by somebody else. Yeah, Christopher Young. Yeah. Oh, and here's Chris. And yep, Christopher Young's score. Oh, goody. A Bryce Dallas Howard, and yet in a last time we saw her was in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Which, by the way, speaking of which, Jurassic World Dominion comes out in a few weeks. That'll certainly be an yeah. Yeah, it's got some interesting concepts, and yeah, I'm curious to see what they're doing with it. This is an interesting recap. Uh, Yeah, it kind of does, but yep, yep. Oh, and and reminder, this movie is where most of the Raimi Man film memes come from, and oh, you know. Hey, Spider Man, can you not recap? Tell me you didn't think the Hishi video. I feel like it's like hey, hey, Connors, when are you gonna turn into a lizard? Oh wait. Hmm. I wonder why they had to shoehorn Gwen Stacy into this. Oh fuck. No, sir, some douchebag was trying to blind me. Oh. He keeps forgetting that he is a poor motherfucker. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Uh, I swear to God, it's like normally when you're right next to a couple of big guys, you'd feel a little intimidated. Why do they not have subtitles for the singing? Yeah. I still find it to be bullshit that this somehow doesn't carry past the first 3 rows. Yeah. But they for some reason don't in 2007 when that was still likely a thing. "Oh, hi, Harry. I see you and P are gonna get into a dick measuring contest over who's gonna get some pussy." I can imagine considering there were 3 years between Spider-Man 2 and 3. "There's nothing to there's nothing to talk about. You killed my father." Pete's like, "Harry, I don't have a mother box. I don't have the ability to revive your father like we have to revive Superman." Oh my god. Wait, it says 2005 on there. Yep. Why is there sudden film grade? Of course. Do you remember how in No Way Home, Peter or 2 says he's like, "Oh, I've never been on a team before." I'm like, and then Harry's like, "Okay, I'll just fuck off then." No, no, he just fucks right off in heaven. I mean, come on, the movie's like 15 years old at this point. I think we can just say that. Ah, okay. Aw. You know it's like I really feel like this kind of sets up the arc pretty well. It's like Peter is at the absolute height of his career. Nothing could possibly go wrong at this point in time. Know what I mean? And then that happens. Oh, we'll get to some of the best CG in this movie later. Hello, symbiote. And we are not voiced by Tom Hardy. How did you feel about the about our version of Venom just saying, our death was greatly exaggerated? Mhm. No, 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 he just says it in a very confused manner, like he has no idea what Tobey Maguire's talking about. Oh, and here's one of the best villains in the movie. Hey, I know you. Chief Wiggum. Chief. Yep. Chief Wiggum spots him. He's like, "Hey, I know you." And in Spectacular Spider-Man, he is voiced by John DiMaggio. How did you feel? That would have been a little on the nose. And Keith David in the pilot episode. They set up this arc really well for Sandman. Yes. A stupid way that uh, evidently no. My guess is that he was trying not to leave any evidence behind. I would I'd legitimately wonder how you'd be. Yeah. That's yeah, that's dumb. You just happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'd have to in Spider-Man Blue Beetle versus the Sinister Six. Which, by the way, I'd like to see how you portray a both that at prior scene and the scene where he falls into the super collider. Yeah. The editor's cut. Hmm. Yoink. Oh, and here we got a really good looking fight. Ow. Oh, don't worry, he heals. Ow. Fuck, why is it always my back? Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very quotable line. Liar. Sorry, I had to quote that bit of from Daredevil. I didn't kill your father. Liar. I can imagine the guys in New York are just like, "Hey, what's going on up there? Looks like some guy I was fighting to get. It's another dude in a glider. Oh, hey, my mother's got a bigger glider than that. Rutro Raggy. Yoink, motherfucker." Oh, come on! Oh, thank God. By the way, speaking of stock sound effects, did you hear the stock sound effects for multiverses with a certain Hanna-Barbera character? Funnily enough, oh God, he won't get away from me. Look, Seth Rogen's an asshole. You just gotta learn to accept it. No! No! He's the only one that gives me money! Now, fuck. Why those things? Oh, by the way, Alex, when you get to that point in Spider-Man and the video game, you are gonna hate those things as well. Yeah. No. You've just been stuck on the bombs. Oh! Oh! Ow! Ow! You could always stream more Pokemon to go along with my stream. Oh my god, Harry. Are you okay? I didn't mean to do that except for the fact that I totally did. Oh shit, I think I might have killed him. Harry, say nothing if you want me to own your whole company. And then Peter's just like, well, oh, well, I own Oscorp. Breathe, motherfucker, breathe. And George Stacy is an elderly man. And probably looking older than the Kurgan. Ah! Oh, you punched a dog. That was mean. Apologize. Oh, ow. Oh god, don't tell me I cut myself at ah sad. Anakin Skywalker just sneers is like it's rough and it gets everywhere. Hey, here's a bright idea. Why don't we make sure it's a bird before we do anything? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm going to be quoting a bit of Hishy in this. He, like, because I think the black guy I had there in there is like the guy that Hishy used for their. Here's a bright idea. How about we make sure such and such isn't a thing? Oh, in what? It's like, wait a minute. Did Thanos get the Infinity Stones years early? No, I'm not feeling so good. Oh! Yep. Well, we're not going to be seeing him for a good while. Maybe perhaps he's truly dead. Especially this blonde bitch named Veers. Oh, and then there's also this. Well, then there's also there's also this weird guy from this place called Westeros who keeps saying Hodor, so we just have to assume that his name is Hodor like it's a Pokemon. What? And then there's also this black and red hedgehog that came into our facility. Okay, you had to have made that last one up. You had to have made this last one up. The fuck? And then Shadow's like, "Hey, who are you? And how do you know my name?" What? But that the fuck is a Maria? And apparently, 12 years ago today, Shrek Forever After released in theaters. Yeah, it's good. It's good that he never remembers what happened between us. Not so subtle foreshadowing. And here's one of the best, if not the best scene in this whole movie. Like, the CGI may have aged, but it is beautiful. Not a single Not no dialogue whatsoever. The visual effects themselves tell the story. Like, this is the epitome of show don't tell. And the score really helps. Yep. The pendant. He's ju Yes. He stumbles a little, but then he picks himself right back up. Yep. Ooh. Like, and then she's like, "Wow, I really gotta go talk to somebody." As Peter pointed out. Oh god. Oh god, I just had the visual in my head. No. God damn it. No. No, 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 no. Do you remember what was seen in Venom and Let There Be Carnage? Oh, why did it she Mary Jane as She Venom come into my mind? Yeah. Run! Run, you idiots! She's setting up her death before she can even get with Peter Parker. Like, how dumb is this broad? Whoa! They're fucking dead. Fuck. Ah, shit. Well, Gwen Stacy's life is on a literal thread. Won't be the first time. Oh, never mind. I'm I'm begging your daughter. What? Is this really an appropriate time to tell me you're having sexual relations with my daughter? I think we both kind of missed the big burly blonde on Eddie Brock from Spectacular. I still can't believe just because of the events of the snap, app he just ends up finding a way to get a clean slate. And then Peter's just like, the fuck happened in these 5 years? Don't worry, I'm gonna make sure I don't Gwen Stacy you. What is that supposed to mean? Hopefully you'll never find out. What? New guy? But he's been doing this longer than you, dipshit. Meanwhile, at the Bugle, but we have exclusive on Spider-Man, and we have Superman. Oh my god. Ed Hoffman. Yeah. I love this scene. I think that's the flattest J.K. Simmons' flat top has ever been. Can you not startle me again? Please? He then turns into his Viltrumite alter ego. Yeah. Well, here's and the funny thing is that you know how some characters play like the best friend and type of character. So in it's like with Shang-Chi, we have Aquafina playing the annoying best friend that doesn't know how not to ooh, take away the tension, and that doesn't know how to not take away any of the tension. And and then fuck. And meanwhile, Jacob on is able to do serious moments without robbing any of the tension from scenes. Same, yeah. And then yeah, him and Zendaya at least know how to not rob the tension from some scenes. Hmm. I get the impression that I'm sorry. Yeah, this meanwhile, Superboy just hearing that is just meanwhile, Superboy just hearing that is like, what? Oh, hi, Stanley. Which cut did he do? Oh, Nerdrotic actually kind of likes Razor Fist. Yeah. Can you just imagine? Like I said, can you just imagine Superboy just hearing Jay Jonah just be like I want Spider-Man having sexual relations with a goat. Oh, oh, anyone who could get that will get the staff job. And Superboy's just like, I was just going to check in on you because I was going to just check in on you because I heard you were talking shit, but the I I have no words. I'm just gonna go now. God damn it, Parker! Or get me pictures of Superboy. Still got the moves. Oh, and meanwhile, MJ, little does she know, she's getting replaced. Because apparently the theater didn't think maybe we should put in a goddamn microphone.
And I have to start doing a goddamn sound test after I hit the streaming button again, because apparently I haven't been fucking talking this whole time on the goddamn stream.
What? Do we have to pause? Do we have to
Well,
start over?
I'm okay. We're gonna pause for a second, and I don't necessarily know that I want to start over, but we're definitely gonna pause for a second because I have to bitch now for a bit. Because when I opened OBS, I had full VU lines on both of us. At some point after that happened, my microphone stopped communicating with OBS, despite the fact that it was still communicating with Discord.
How bizarre.
Welcome to Alex's competent recording hour.
Uh,
Fuck it, let's go back. Let's just
we're just gonna
we're
start
less
over.
we're less than halfway through the goddamn movie. Let's just go. Let's fucking go, guys.
So we're just gonna start all the way over again.
Yeah.
Ugh. Alright, fine.
At least we caught it before the fucking movie was done, like we did in, unlike
Incredible
we did
Hulk.
in The Incredible Hulk.
Okay, let's start over.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hi, everybody, welcome back.
Yeah,
When
we're back after our technical
I'm
difficulties.
going to re-upload this with the first 40-something minutes cut out, I think.
Yeah. So
Because,
we're just gonna.
for some reason, when I hit the start streaming button, my microphone stopped communicating with OBS, even though I had full VU meters on both of them. So, you know. Yeah.
So we would have just been stuck with me talking again.
Yeah. So
And
we'll try to repeat as much as we did in the previous take as we can, without repeating ourselves to a point where we're irritating each other. I'm sorry, Kevin. Like
yeah.
Ben just messaged me that the fucking audio cut out, and so at this point in the commentary we were talking about how, like, Danny Elfman was replaced by Christopher Young, and the
Yeah, because of
reason
the falling
why
out
was
they
because
had.
Sam Raimi and Avi Arad were warring behind the scenes during the production of this movie. Avi
They were
Arad
slap
being,
fighting each other.
yeah, being the executive producer on this film, if I'm remembering correctly.
And in
He's,
case you can't tell, Avi Arad has a major boner for Venom.
yeah, Avi Arad fucking loves Venom. Venom's like his favorite character. He wanted Venom and
No,
everything.
yeah, he wanted Venom in a. He wanted Venom. Um, he wanted a Venom blow up doll.
Yeah. So basically, Danny Elfman. Yeah. So Danny Elfman, would like score a scene, and then it'd get cut or rearranged or a bunch of shit, and he'd have to go back and rescore it. And eventually, he and Sam got into too many fights and just left. And Christopher Young came in, and Christopher Young does a damn good job on this score,
Yep.
especially like. He's not afraid to reprise Elfman's musical cues, and he integrates his new ones quite well.
Yep.
Now, unlike the previous film, the recap is with stock footage from the previous films, and I'm pretty sure this is from the what would become the 2010
2010
Blu-ray
Blu-ray
masters. Yeah,
masters. Apparently,
because
it.
because
Apparently,
it,
in the
it looks like it was
Batman
scanned on
and
that kind of scanner.
apparently, anyway, apparently in the Batman, and Robin ended up giving Penguin nothing but hands.
Yeah. Did he just mail him a box of mannequin hands?
No, he tried. No, he beat him up. Hey, Spider-Man, can we stop narrating? No narrating.
I hated that fucking skit from Hishy so much.
You know, I've been going through like my Twitter DMs in regards to the fact that I've been shilling my Judas Contract story again,
Uh-huh.
and it's like I was reminded of an exchange that I had with someone either over Discord or on Twitter. There's DMs about it, and they're like, oh, DC should just flat out hire you. I'm like, considering Tom Taylor blocked me for telling him that nobody cares for his woke shit, that'd be a no.
Yeah.
Hi, Gwen
Well,
Stacy, who
I
was shoehorned in this
once
movie.
told off a DC editor for not knowing Superman's origin.
No, just some douchebags trying to blind me with the reflection. But the girl next door, the girl whose hair is inconsistently colored.
And I can't tell if that's down to the film stock or the hair dye.
Uh, and
Now, this is a thing where I wound up bringing up some
so
of my background in
it's kind
theater, where I mentioned that I have a very powerful voice, and I have a hard time getting it across a theater half this size without a
that's
mic.
and that's
Because,
why they need a mic.
yeah.
So it's kind of interesting how I end up since in some the way I see Michelle Jones in the MCU, I'm like she's kind of like a teenage version of Megara from Hercules. So I just kind of had her be all like I name's Michelle Jones. All the friends would call me MJ, but that would be if I had any friends. And Jaime's just like, okay, that's and,
Now,
because
later on, oh yeah, panning
and
shot over
meanwhile
to
Harry
Harry.
and Peter end up getting into a dick measuring contest to see whose dick is getting some pussy. Spoiler alert,
Christopher
it won't be
Lambert is
James
having
Franco.
flashbacks to being an alien from another planet
We
in the
don't
balcony
talk
next
about
door.
that. Anyway, due to
That
me
wasn't in
finding
the
out that
last
Stuart
take.
Allen, the voice of Damien, is a huge nerd on Twitter, I'm like, I now must make it my mission to have Damien and have as much anime merch as humanly possible. And they're like, and then Cotter just walks into Damien's room and sees all the anime merch. He's like, uh, and Damien's like, it's important.
My
And
parents
but
are
then
dead, Peter.
I don't have a mother box to revive him. God damn it!
And if you look in the
Then find
background,
one.
at Best Winner 2005 Tony Award, if you look in the background, you'll see Monty Python's Spamalot.
Ham and jam and spam a lot.
Yes. Which is evidence of this film having one of the longest shooting
Periods.
schedules, shooting periods of any of the entirety of Raimi's trilogy. Like of the, let's see, Spider-Man 1 had the shortest shooting, Spider-Man 2 the second shortest because it started filming in 2003 and ended in 2004, and this started filming in 2004 and ended in 2007 because they kept going back for alternate versions, reshoots, additional takes, which is incidentally why, if you look closely, you'll see Tobey Maguire's appearance sort of fluctuates, like his weight fluctuates up and down throughout the film.
I've taken the performance enhancing drugs. It's kind of funny how in Spider-Man Friend or Foe, James Arnold Taylor voices Peter while Josh Keaton voices Harry. But then in
Yeah.
Spectacular, they swap roles. That is so weird.
Well, so would I, but can't always get what you want.
Let's see. I possessed Crowley because I pulled them from perdition. What the fuck?
Sir Crowley, what went on in your head?
Nothing could possibly go wrong except for that.
Nothing can possibly go wrong. Mr. Crowley, did you talk with the dead?
Oops, sorry. That was the bowl. Oh, by the way, Alex,
Yeah?
the part of me kind of imagines Peter going through a like a part like a, I as he as with the symbiote in your version, and Peter just starts turning into the main character from Fight Club. He's basically Edward Norton,
That, that actually,
while the
that,
symbiote is Brad Pitt.
yeah, I was gonna say, that's kind of how it is in Spectacular.
And then when Peter, oh, here's the best character in the movie.
Played by one of my
Hey,
all-time
I
favorite
know you.
actors, Thomas Hayden Church. I went out of my way to watch a bunch of terrible movies he was in just because I like him so much.
And here's the sad thing: he was in the terrible Hellboy movie,
Mm-hmm.
playing a character who was supposed to be dead.
I hate that movie so much.
We are never watching that movie. I never need to see that
No.
film ever again.
There's a reason in my Black Widow review I refer to
David Arbor,
Yeah, David Arbor as fake Hellboy.
because he's not Ron Perlman,
No.
despite Ron Perlman's apparent Trump derangement syndrome. And I believe you said like this whole thing with Penny was much better in the movie because
Yes.
he's actually
It's actually his daughter
daughter.
as opposed to just some random girl he adopted after he became Spider-Man.
The
Sandman.
Man.
And now I'm picturing
And we
who
also
likes,
mentioned
like,
how John DiMaggio did a great job playing Sandman in Spectacular.
yeah, so now I'm just picturing a oh, there's the shirt. Because I misspoke, and that, yeah, he tears apart the bread when, in my experience, if you want to hide the fact that you're, like, taking something from a piece of bread, just, like, cut a little bit of inches off of it, you know? Excuse me. Or just take the whole thing, but yeah.
Hmm. Then there's a problem with next week. Because next week we're scheduled to do Deadpool. He's suggesting we do Three Stooges.
You know, I was going through my movie collection, and I found that I just own that for some reason. I don't know how I got it. I don't know where I got it. It's not something I ever would have bought on purpose.
You know, I sincerely hope that Deadpool doesn't just randomly show up in our commentary just to make fun of us.
I don't think either one of us can do a Deadpool voice.
Hey, did somebody ask for me? Nobody asked for you, Wade. I just happened to be in the wrong time in the wrong place.
I'm out of touch, and I'm out of time.
Meanwhile,
And
thousands of miles away.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Spider-Man...
He goes to visit Aunt May in her retirement home.
That's actually her apartment building, but
Well,
yes.
her apartment, anyway. We don't know anybody who sounds like Nolan North.
Like, okay. I might be able to do Takahata 101's Deadpool.
Oh, you're kidding me. I'm predictable?
I'd have to go back and listen to his, but...
I've heard more than enough of his to know what it sounds like. Still better than Xander Mobus's Deadpool. Then again, I'm not a fan of Xander Mobus because he and Faye Mata are still bullies. I will let go of it when they apologize, and I'm not expecting an apology, so yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the fuck he's been in. Oh, he was... Let's see.
Who are you talking about?
Xander Mobus.
He's the protagonist in Persona 5.
Okay.
He's Terrence Trent D'Arby in JoJo. He's the announcer in Smash Brothers 4 and Master Hand as
no, he's the
Smash 5.
He's not in Smash 4. Oh yeah, he was in Smash 4. Huh.
He's the announcer in Master Hand.
Yeah, and also in Ultimate.
Yeah, in Ultimate he actually voiced a character
I much prefer the one from Brawl.
I know that the one from original
There was some
Smash,
reason I didn't like. There was some voice
Brawl
he did that I didn't like him in.
The one from Brawl was actually the narrator from Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh, that's why I liked him so much.
And in Smash 64, the announcer was voiced by the original guy who voiced Shaft in Symphony of the Night.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
Can you dig it?
I can dig it. Guess what I found on 4K?
What did you find on 4K?
The Shaft sequel starring Samuel L. Jackson.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. It was a Best Buy exclusive, and somehow it showed up at the local discount store.
I gotta find a way to see if I can get the steelbook of World Heroes Mission, and here we get one of the best fights in the movie.
Yes, indeed. Harry Osborn's Goblin never actually got a name. In merchandise, he was referred to as the New Goblin.
Owie.
Fans kind of thought, you know, he was supposed to be like a hobgoblin type of character.
Impact.
That was... I don't know if that's accurate, because it's, you know...
Oh, my back. Why does it always have to be my back? Oh, man. What the... Oh, come on, Harry. An iconic quote from this movie. Liar!
Oh, actually, apparently I found the 2019 Shaft movie. I didn't know they made a 2019 Shaft movie.
You know, some people would probably... I have to somehow imagine, like... Harry sees picture... Or Pete hanging out with Jaime, he's just like... Like, oh, so you found a new friend, huh? Was I not good enough for you, Pete? We are done professionally! Oh, there goes the ring. Oh, come on! God.
Yeah, they made,
Get off of
they've
me.
made 5 Shaft movies. Shaft,
Yeah.
Shaft's Big Score, Shaft in Africa, Shaft, and Shaft. There are 3 films in the Shaft series named Shaft.
Is one of those sequels being named Getting Shafted?
No.
Then I'm not interested.
Gadget fucks the fly. Yeah. Yeah, we saw. In reference to the... Where are you keeping those blades, Harry? Because those retracted into your arm, and you are not Wolverine.
Maybe they perhaps disappear into the ether.
They
He's a
They
totally
vanish into
tubular
hammer
skateboarder
space.
like the rest of us 90s kids.
He's
Harry, I need you to stop being in movies with Seth Rogen. He's a total asshole.
But he's the only
No.
guy who makes me money anymore.
Yeah, well he threw you under the bus.
And those movies suck.
I know Alex will learn to hate those things in Spider-Man 1.
Yes, I still have not gotten past Doctor
Goblin's mom.
Doctor Uzbotnik's Robots and Bombs.
Ow. God damn it.
That is a bit of foreshadowing there, actually. Showing that even with as improved as the body armor is, it's still not, you know, perfectly impenetrable.
Boom.
And Harry nearly
Ow.
gets
Ow.
Highlander 2'd.
Fuck. I had
Save me, Sean Connery.
No. Then he's approached by Seth Rogen's Pumbaa.
Who makes an appearance in the whatever the fuck that is Chip and Dale movie. Yeah.
There's so much wrong about that movie,
Mm-hmm.
especially with what they did with Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially if you know what happened to Peter Pan's original voice actor.
Yep. Disney did him dirty.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, for those of you who are wondering, there was a movie in 1971 called Shaft. There was a movie in 72 called Shaft's Big Score. And there was in 73, there was Shaft in Africa. Then between 1973 and 1974, there was a TV miniseries.
In our DMs?
Yeah. There was a TV miniseries that also tied into Shaft. And then, in 2000, there was a Shaft movie,
there's the doggos,
which was a sequel to those films.
Stop
Samuel L. Jackson
resisting!
as
Stop
John Shaft II.
resisting!
And then in 2019...
Hey, I'm calling police brutality! Police brutality! Ah! Ah!
You can't say police brutality.
Oh, you're mean.
You can't say police brutality. You don't have the right skin color for that.
Ah!
They won't make a they won't make a movement
please tell me
around your death.
Oh, come on! Why does it have to be sand?
Now picturing Hayden Christensen playing the Sandman.
I hate sand. It's coarse, rough, irritating
and it
gets
gets
everywhere. Hey, here's a thought. Why don't we go out there and make sure it's a bird before we start up anything? Oh, and tomorrow we are scheduled to do an EFAP on a certain YouTuber whom we both detest.
Yes, and if we have time after that, we'll tackle Razor Fist's video on Justice League.
Oh wait, I'm not feeling so good. Did Thanos get the
Thanos
Infinity
got the
Stones 11 years
stones!
early? God damn it, no!
Yeah, 12 years early, because this was released in 2007. God only fucking knows when that scene was shot.
By the way, Batman does not eat nachos.
What?
You've never seen Batman Brave and the Bold, have you?
No.
Batman does not eat nachos.
That's very common in protagonists of movies.
Yeah, there's this blonde bitch named Carol Danvers
Yeah, she's in the
who
room next to him. And then we've got a very tall, angry Australian man and in another room who his birth certificate says that he was born in like 18 something. I think this must be a typo because
that should be impossible.
yeah.
And then when we put her through the what was it called?
Yeah, when we put
Yeah.
him through the MRI machine, he just stuck to the wall. So I think I did a bad thing.
And then and and then there was this guy who is from this place called
I can
Westeros.
remember
He kept on saying
anything.
Hodor,
Is this
or
real
for
or
some
am
reason, so
I
we have to assume his name is
dreaming?
Hodor. Oh, and then there's this bipedal,
Down inside
oh,
of the
anthropomorphic black and red hedgehog.
scream.
Uh, and Pete's like, okay, you're making that last one up. And then Shadow's like, who are
No.
you? Who am I?
Does the name Maria mean anything to you?
The fuck is a Maria? For some reason, I feel the urge to pull out guns.
Yeah. Earlier in the movie, I was complaining about how it looks like they didn't bother cleaning up any of the specks of dust and dirt on the negative. But it's kind of minuscule. I'd figure, I'm not expecting them to put maximum effort into what was basically a bonus feature for the 4K trilogy pack, which was also released directly to streaming several years earlier. And I would have
And
expected
now we
them to
get
do
the
something.
one of the best scenes in the movie, if not the best scene in the movie. The visual effects may have aged,
Oh yeah.
but goddamn, is this amazing?
And it's done entirely without dialogue.
Yep.
You don't need to
This
to
is the
see.
definition of show don't tell.
You don't need to hear him like narrating what he's trying to do. You can see what he's trying to do.
I'm not sure if the MCU ever did like a scene in similar to this with a internal monologue. Did they?
Uh, uh
So I know they could do a scene like this, but and Christopher Young's score also really helps with this scene.
Sam Raimi actually sent this scene back to have it rescored again. Because the original version of the score was, in his words, too monstrous. Not there wasn't enough tragedy in it.
Right.
And granted, Sam Raimi goes out of his
you were
way to make the
talking about
tragedy
how,
a little too tragic, but you know.
And you were talking about like how he's using how all he's got is like willpower.
Yeah, willpower is basically the only thing holding him together. Or he sees the locket and he desires to pick it up because it represents his daughter. So he reaches for it and he doesn't have enough. He's not holding himself together well enough to be able to pick it up. So he, his desire is his desire to pick it up to see her again is what gets him through this.
Yep. And so Oh, as the music swells, he stands right up,
Yep. And he stumbles, but he
but he
keeps
gets
going.
right back up.
Just sheer raw determination going.
Yep. That seems like a nice place.
I wonder if there might be some kind of snooty waiter there who has shares an appearance with a certain killer of the Evil Dead,
And
who
then
might have
there's
a woman's
also
name.
and then there's also another character in in a certain movie about strange things. I would like how I'd like it if Pete tried to like
something
recreate
I
certain things
something I really
where
don't like about,
like not just using his Spider-Man experience, just like
yeah.
maybe being like, okay, maybe like look, maybe the theater or should have had a mic.
See, I don't like how MJ is such a bitch in this movie. Because Peter's trying to relate to her on terms that he understands, and, like, she's throwing it back in his face when he's just trying to be. He's trying to be understanding. He's not trying to be. He's not trying to, like, downplay it or anything. And he's trying to relate to her in ways that he understands. And, like, if she would just take half a step back and realize that, probably one of the biggest conflicts of the movie would just be gone.
Oh God, I still have the image of MJ being She-Venom. I'm in my head.
I thought you see I when we recorded this the first time, I thought you were gonna say, "I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going."
No.
At least it's not Gwenum.
Ay, ay, ay. And see, Thomas Howell is not in this scene. What? Get the fuck away from the windows,
Get
you
away
dumb
from the window.
broads.
Why did nobody call them and say, "Hey, there's a rogue crane swinging around. Maybe you should get the fuck out"? And I don't know why, but yeah, that
Oh,
woman's
she's
dead.
fucking dead.
I don't know why, but for some reason they changed the makeup of the building between theatrical release and the trailers, because there's a bunch of bricks falling in the trailers.
Well, Gwen's life is about to be hanging by a thread. Or in this case, a phone cord.
Not the first time in any given medium.
And certainly not the last time.
Oh, hi, it's Topher Grace as Eddie Brock. He did not play Eddie in the deleted scene from the first movie.
How strange. And I'm banging your daughter? Is
Yeah.
this really a good time to tell me that you're having sexual relations with my daughter?
If anybody was wondering why Topher Grace left that 70s show in its final season, it's because of this movie.
I am Spider-Man. I'm about to prevent and Gwen Stacy from getting Gwen Stacy'd. Oh shit! Don't worry, Gwen. I'm coming. And I won't Gwen Stacy you. What is that supposed to mean? Hopefully you'll never find out.
It's better if you don't know. No, guy. Didn't J-Man, didn't Jonah send you after pictures of me in the first movie? Didn't you only pick up like a 2 centimeter ink blob of me? And that's why Jonah put that bounty out
Apparently,
that
a
got me
Twitter
my
user
job,
by the
that I
name of
mean got that
Exalted
awesome
Speed
photographer
was
Peter Parker his job.
apparently the user by the name of Exalted Speed was harassed for or or the idea for pointing out the fact that Bruce is Dick Grayson's adopted dad.
Which has been a running joke in the Batman fandom for over a decade by now.
Even though that's literally true.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And also thinking that Tim Drake, and apparently this user has also been in in getting getting harassed over liking Tim Drake and thinking Green Arrow is a good dad to Speedy. Oh, and this campaign's fucking stupid. Hoffman, and you're stupid. And I was pointing out the fact that J. Jonah's flat top is about as flat as it's ever gonna get.
And unfortunately, it does not show up in his next appearance. They would only let him have the flat top or the mustache.
He fought for the mustache.
Yep.
Hey, A.K. Simmons can work with that. Plus, J.K. Simmons is naturally bald anyway.
Yes, indeed. As you can see in footage from there was a TV show he was in, and there was that that drum movie he was in, Whiplash.
You also pointed out how, like, Betty may or may not be getting into a guy named Ned Leeds.
Oh yeah.
And we also talked about how the fact that Aquafina can't not play the annoying friend who takes away all the tension.
Aquafina needs to go
while
fuck
Jacob
herself.
Batalon and Zendaya at least can and keep the tension.
Jacob
going
Batalon is better at it than Zendaya is. Zendaya has a hard time
yeah.
turning off the.
And here's the thing: Batalon has
snark.
at least had more time to be in serious scenes in the Spider-Man movies since he was more in the first one, and meanwhile MJ spent the first one on just low-key stalking Peter.
$50 was a massive lowball even in 2007.
Yeah, come on.
I think 200 something was the going rate, but don't quote me on that. I wasn't and am still not a photographer for a major New York newspaper.
Alex.
Yeah.
I still kind of have to just comment on the fact that that MJ has to a low key stalk Peter in the MCU. I'm just like, girl, just say you like him. Plus, does anyone care what I want? I do. Shut up. Get out. He really is. We'll catch him in the act. Spider-Man with his hand in a cookie jar. And then you said something about J. Jonah saying like,
oh yeah, that one. I want you guys to get me pictures of Spider-Man fucking a goat. Why a
And
goat? I've been watching too
and,
many Razor Fist videos lately.
and
Don't
Superboy
question
is
it,
just
just
like,
get me that picture.
and Superboy just be like, I was just going to check in on you because you guys were talking shit about me again, but I think I'm just gonna go now.
And then
Bye,
Gwen's like,
Stanley. Bye,
you know, I
Stanley.
could, I could get a, I could get a fursuit and dress up as a goat, and I, I do not. First, first off, where would you get that idea? Second off, what's a fursuit? Second, how did you hear about a fursuit?
Gwen's been on the internet.
I've been spending too much time on the internet. I watched Mr. Medicare's video about furries.
and and then Superboy just goes to McGann. He's like, McGann,
I
hey,
need you to erase some things from my mind.
yeah, please, can you erase the mental image of Spider-Man fucking a goat? She's like,
Can you
okay, where
erase?
would you get that image
Can you erase the
from?
mental image of Gwen Stacy in a goat costume, whom having sex with Spider-Man? And then
What was
Mayday
I
Parker
complaining
finds
about
it.
again?
Mayday Parker finds out that that's how she was conceived.
And then,
Oh dear God. Hey, still got the moves.
yep.
Everybody knows that line because it's in all of the memes.
And here, Mary Jane is about to get replaced. Oh, she's like, wait, they got a mic? Wait, why? Why didn't they have one for me? The fuck? Some part of me would want to imagine a skit where Michelle Jones and Mary Jane just meet for some reason, and they're like, and they just do the Spider-Man meme.
I'm MJ.
Yeah.
No, I'm MJ.
And Jaime is just like, and she's just,
You know, the funny thing is, they say it's wonderful, which is a thing that I didn't bring up in the last time because I forgot. But they say it's wonderful. Is not a song from a musical called Manhattan Memories. Manhattan Memories is the name of a jazz album from
oh,
'77.
Fran and commented, it whack
Yeah,
with
to the things about the Chip and Dale movie. And Ben suggested that we do the Three Stooges film, and I brought up that I actually own that film and have no recollection of ever buying it.
Is there a Spider Woman? Well, there could be a Spider Gwen.
There are several Spider Women. None of them are married to the actual Spider-Man. At least in the 616
You're a
comics.
fucking tool.
But yeah, they say it's wonderful
And we
is
had
from the
Coffee
musical Annie
Eddie
Get Your Gun.
and we had Coffee Eddie, and you were trying to impress me with your micro penis.
Hey,
MJ
it's
just
not a
flat out tell him.
Hey, it's not a micro penis. It's a macro penis. It's smaller than the handle of your mug, Eddie. All right, fine. You know what I'll do? You know what you
MJ,
could have done?
tell him.
You could have told him, and it would have, you know, that Spider-Man inflatable is clinging to that lamppost with its ass
Hey, I
cheeks.
know that guy.
Hey, it's that guy who was in Sideways. That movie was
Hey, I know that
shit.
guy.
You were in a shitty movie once.
You were in a lot of shitty movies.
I have seen too many bad movies because Thomas Hayden Church was in them.
That would explain a lot.
I haven't, but I've also seen a lot of bad movies in general.
Uh,
All right, how do you get up here? I don't know, but we gotta find the. Well, should we just
there's a
leave
truck
him
full
here?
of sand. How did he get that shovel?
I think it was sitting on top of the thing here.
Okay, that makes a bit of sense. Oh, God!
Oh, that guy's fucking dead. His spine is shattered, his neck is broken. If he's not dead, he's paralyzed for life.
So much sand. I imagine Anakin is in his Darth Vader outfit, just be like, "Nope," and he just walks away with the Imperial March just playing in reverse. Oh God, I've got sand in the one place I didn't want sand in. Where's that?
Darth Vader just moonwalks out of the scene like
Yeah, like I said, with the Imperial March playing in reverse. Superman. No.
I'm also the chief of police's daughter. Don't try not to let that get in the way.
You know.
He's off being Spider-Man. I mean,
Would you say he's a fan of Leonard Skinner?
yes.
And then Harry just murders a whole bunch of people.
Wow, 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 wow. Oh, Harry, you are a fucker.
Yes, a motherfucker.
Although MJ is nobody's mother at this point. And because the film franchise would get rebooted after this, would never become mother to Mayday Parker.
At the very least, they didn't go through with their plans of Spider-Man 4, where
And
they
here's a
broke up.
march. Here's a marching band version of the classic Spider-Man theme. Yeah, what is it with Sony and trying to break up the couple in a sequel?
Yet another DC reference.
Why is Marvel in general obsessed with breaking Peter apart from his fucking love interest?
I don't fucking know.
Like Gwen Stacy got fucking Gwen Stacy'd.
Listen to that kid.
Gwen Stacy got Gwen Stacy'd. Mary Jane, they had an annulment by the devil.
Someone's seething.
She's going to cope and seethe.
No, she's not.
I do kind of think that Peter wasn't talking about her peeling the mask down, but more like just kissing the mask, and then he was like,
Pete's like, okay, let me just explain things, okay? First, I meant for her to just lay one on me. I didn't mean for her to peel down the mask. But you just went along with it. I didn't know what to expect, okay?
I
What
didn't
do you
know what
want
to
from
do.
me?
I didn't want to make a scene in front of the fucking in the entire fucking city.
What the? Ah! Oh! Oh! Step on the gas.
More Highlander 2 references. Now there is a cut scene from this movie where Sandman tries to figure out how to phase sand, how to phase other objects as sand with him, and winds up wasting a bunch
Okay,
of
where's
money.
Superman?
Oh yeah, there was an amputee used in this
Alex.
scene. Yeah?
You know what I have to imagine for our version Spider-Man and Blue Beetle versus Sinister Six?
That's my mom's car. Not literally, but my mom
Like,
had a car like
like,
that.
um, like Pete after saying I'm the sheriff around these parts, he's like, okay, where are the other Avengers then? Well, they're not here, so I'll have to do. Ow! Fuck! Ow! I've got sand in this one place that I really don't want sand in. Where? Er, just in general around the crotch and up the ass.
Yeah, in the scene where Spider-Man punches through Sandman's stomach, there was an amputee actor used in that scene who was missing part of his lower arm. They did that to make the shot more effective. Where do these guys come from? I
And then
love that line so much, and we get to see how part of how the suit is put together.
And then Pete just is like, wait a sec. Why do I feel something right? Oh God, I had sand up in there. Ow!
I don't like
Ow!
sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
And
Anakin, I
then,
take it all back. You were
and then
right.
Pete just goes to Gwen. And then Pete just goes to Gwen, and he's like, Gwen, I am not feeling very comfortable right now. Oh, and she's like, oh, hi, Bruce Campbell.
Hey, don't you have some zombies to kill?
Do I look like I have a chainsaw hand?
Oh yeah, they didn't subtitle the singing or the French, which is strange. They sometimes
So,
don't subtitle foreign languages and singing for some reason. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
so funnily enough, so, so then, and so then, I may just is like, hey, so how is Peter? So then Jaime asks Gwen, he's like, hey, Gwen, how's Peter doing? And because I was supposed to talk to him earlier, and then Gwen's like, he's in the shower. How long has he been in there? Over 10 minutes. What? He apparently landed in something sand related, and
Never clean, never clean, never clean.
it. Oh God, he's got sand up in there. How? And let's just say this is like before Jaime finds out that Peter is
Never
Spider-Man.
clean. Will never be clean.
And the Scarab's just like Jaime Reyes, I will never understand. Perhaps he is experiencing some discomfort in his. You don't need to tell me, Kachi. I know. I know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, this is why I hate how MJ is in this film. Like, Peter's trying to relate to her on a level that he understands. She is not explaining herself, and shit gets fucky because of it. This is all your fault. Just talk to him. He's your goddamn boyfriend.
Oh, that's awkward. This makes
Hi.
things even more
This is
awkward.
stupid. Get out of here, Gwen. You're supposed to be dead.
At the very least, MJ isn't royally cucking him for some rando.
We don't talk about modern Marvel comics.
Ugh. And meanwhile, the MCU is trying to incorporate modern Marvel into the movies, which is a huge mistake.
Hmm. Yeah.
He'd just he'd be like Gwen, and he'd be like Gwen. Now it's not a good time. Please, just can you please not? She's
Get out of here. Get the fuck 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 out of here.
well,
Why
she's
would
never really
I?
come up in conversation.
It's. Well, it's not like I was trying to get her to do that. I just wanted her to kiss the mask.
Spider-Man. Ugh.
And now we have a basic breakdown of communication, causing a massive problem. I hate stuff like this. Characters just don't sit down and fucking talk to each other about their problems when they're supposed to be, especially since this is Mary Jane fucking Watson, who, like, in the comics, one of her biggest traits is, like, her ability to just sit down and talk to Peter about shit. Like, that's why people like her.
Yeah, come on, guys. Of course, Doug Walker seems to just be like, oh, MJ was always he's this dumbass in distress, even in the comics. I'm like, Doug, shut up. Your only influences. Your only influence is clearly a the Raimi Man movies when it comes to MJ. Did you see the YouTube parody of this where Pete goes down to the station and it turns out it's Mr. Dickovich
Yeah, I
who's the
saw
door?
that. I
You'll
also
get
saw the
your
one
rent when
where it
you
was
fix this
Ned.
damn door.
Have you seen the one where it was Ned?
No.
I think.
I bet
Oh,
you Peter just punches him and he just falls right over.
I think so. Yeah.
I fucking love that meme. Ned is just a walking meme machine. Don't you think?
Yeah. I actually really like. For as much as I would have preferred it to be like Harry to be his best friend, and like it's
They at least gave him a best friend, unlike in the Mark Webb movies. Like Mark Webb's, he was just, as there. That's it. Get the fuck off of me! I'm gonna shoot him.
I would like to think that when I wrote this scene for our version,
Yeah, you did
it,
much better.
yeah.
Of course, Doug still criticizes Tobey Maguire for crying quite a bit.
Yeah, yeah, imagine for a moment the loving father figure who you ranted at angrily a couple of hours prior um
Dies.
just died and it's your fault. Yeah, you'd be crying too. How'd it take you 5 goddamn years to figure that out? Or 3.
At this point,
Or
Pete
2. I'm not
is,
actually sure when this movie is set.
and Pete
Because it
is.
keeps going back and forth. There's a poster for The Dark Knight in one of these scenes.
Oh my god! What?
And if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Hang on.
She realized that maybe she should go talk to him because she heard something.
Oh, wait, no. I'm mistaken. It's the other way around. There's a poster for Spider-Man 3 in The Dark Knight. Not, yeah.
By the way, hey Alex, have you gotten to reading the Legend of Zelda manga by Akira Himikawa?
I have not.
You should. It's fucking good.
I've read the A Link to the Past comic series, which was highly inaccurate, but also quite good. Like, it's not a great adaptation of the game, but it's also just like,
It's at least a story.
yeah.
It at least gives a story and narrative to the game.
Excuse me.
See, even when she has a rough day, she's at least trying now.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, you know what? Maybe I should just put aside what happened at dinner and just talk to Peter.
Also, why the... Okay, they have... As we will see later, MJ has an apartment of her own. Why aren't they living together at this point? Because, like, that would have gotten Peter out of his shitty fucking house.
And away from Mr. Dickovich. Seabiscuit, no. That was not a good adaptation of that story. The memes. They just keep coming. And they won't stop coming.
I've never seen Seabiscuit.
Yeah, neither have I. But I just know that Tobey Maguire's in it. And then there's this one movie where Tobey Maguire just flat out drops quite a few F-bombs. Oh, no.
Oh no,
No.
I've seen enough
No,
hentai
Amy
to know where this is going.
No, Amy Pascal, stop trying to ruin fiction.
Amy, don't
Stop
kill
it.
my girlfriend in the sequel to the next movie.
No.
No, don't make that
Oh, God.
Ghostbusters remake.
Oh God. Oh God. The MCU. Oh, Oh,
The
movies won't
improv.
even have
The improv is killing
Uncle
me.
Ben. What the fuck?
Oh
No,
God.
no. Wait, what's going on? Oh!
The cringe. Pure fucking cringe.
Oh my god.
Oh
I
my God.
I have a cool new suit,
It's
and my ass looks gigantic.
yeah.
He's done. He certainly he has gotten on glute day.
The black suit theme is amazing.
Yep.
And that suit is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's not as good as one of the concept suits, but it
Spectacular
was
Spider-Man still also has a really good suit.
yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man is the definitive version, I think, cuz the suit keeps changing, becoming more grotesque.
And then, oh, don't worry, none of it has totally gotten on me. And meanwhile, Peter's just like, and Peter's just like to Jaime, so when I get something attached to me, that's a bad thing. But when you have something firmly attached to your spine and start talking to you, that's totally okay.
Well, it's not taking control of my brain, Peter.
Well, here's the thing: the Reach had initially tried to have the Scarab controls people. Oh, but Kachi ended up losing his memories of his programming. Hmm. I see some sand. Time to get payback for what happened to my anus. Yeet!
Yeah, I'll give you
Okay.
some fucking web action.
Oh. And the memes won't stop coming.
They don't stop coming and they won't stop coming.
Meanwhile, in the
Late
subway.
2000s digital photography.
Oh, this is neat. Just the fact that he's just blending in, and then, and it's just.
This is some fucking Batman shit.
Yep. Oh my god. What? What the fuck?
Now, if you listen closely, you can hear Toby's voice peeking out the mic.
Yep. I can hear it.
And that just
Ow.
shows you the amount of power he put into that performance. I think we need to have a
Ow.
conversation with,
Oh, that's brutal.
I think we need to have a conversation with the, New York, New York State Legislature about the state of our subways.
Ow. 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 Ow.
I wish I could regrow my face like that.
Yeah, this is also a really good choreographed fight scene.
Yes,
Oh, no, water. Does one
choreography.
need this?
Yeah, choreography that will be stolen by Black Panther several years from now.
Oh, God. And
With
Black
worse
Panther has
CGI.
considerably worse CGI than any of the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Yes, even the MCU Spider-Man movies.
Mm, see, that's down to Ryan Coogler. I'll blame Disney for a lot of things. Ryan Coogler, like,
Yeah, he's not known for big budget
yeah, like the
movies.
guy. What's his fucking name? Who's the guy who directed Cats? Tim.
Huh?
Tom Hooper. Like Tom Hooper, um, Ryan Coogler doesn't realize
Ryan
that you
Hill.
can't,
Oh, oh. Now he's emo.
yeah, Ryan Coogler doesn't realize that you can't just change stuff like that with the CGI on such short notice. It
Yeah.
fucks things up.
Oh, here we get another meme. Rent, not now. Not rent-free country. Leave me alone. Give me rent. You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door. I like how Mr. Dickovich recognizes that Peterson must be in a rough spot. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Like,
also like how he keeps trying to set his daughter up with with him.
oh my god. Again, Peter getting more bitches than any superhero in fiction.
Even Wolverine. Ultimate Peter Parker had a literal harem,
Yep.
consisting of resurrected Gwen Stacy, Ultimate Mary Jane
Oh,
Watson.
and then there's that one time where Mary Jane and Black Cat had a threesome with him.
Did that actually happen? I don't remember.
There was a comic. There was a
Oh
comic where
god.
the two of them approached him in a hospital bed in Black Cat suits, and Peter's like, "Oh, this is the dream again." Okay, be gentle this time.
Mm-hmm.
And that and MJ's like, "Should we tell him?" Nah, let's let him believe. But Spider-Man doesn't kill people. Have you not played the Spider-Man video games, Aunt May?
I
I've
kill
seen plenty
so
of
many
people
people in
fall off those
those.
buildings.
Like when Stacy'd some guys, I threw them off of buildings. Just I Hurricane Ron'd them face first into a concrete floor.
Peter.
This is structured slightly differently to how it is in the theatrical cut, and I will say that I kind of prefer how the theatrical cut structures things, in this regard at least, because it's not as quick, so to speak. But some ways it works better.
Oh, and now MJ is working at a jazz place.
Yeah, she's working at a jazz bar, despite the fact that I'm almost certain there's got to be some Broadway musical down the street from where the lead actress is got bombed out on coke too many times in a row and fucked up her voice. It needs an understudy.
Well, at least she didn't turn off the dark.
Ugh.
And of course, she calls Harry.
Fuck you, Bono. Fuck you, Edge. Fuck you, Roberto Aguirre Sacasa. And fuck you, Julie Taymor, for bringing us that unadulterated piece of bullshit.
What?
Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure who you were talking
Yeah.
about.
Dino on the Edge wrote the music. Julie Taymor was the producer and director. Um, Roberto Aguirre Sacasa was the guy who turned Green Goblin into Elton John. And also the reason why, the whole thing about, Uncle Ben's death basically being completely unrelated to anything Peter did, despite the fact in the original version it was actually related, like it is in, the fucking comic.
And now we gotta do the twist.
Why are you... Where were you pointing that, Harry? There's no receiver anywhere near you. This is an instance of licensed music actually being, useful because it sets the flavor for a scene because the characters are actually, interacting with the music. It's not just there for the fuck of it. Okay, MJ. Tell me you're not actually planning on eating any of that.
Yeah.
Cause, no singer is going to be, eating dairy when they're already struggling to get gigs. Scott, did you get a blood transfusion from that Logan guy?
Fred's like, no. Anyway,
Yeah, that was his reaction to Ned killing Uncle Ben.
Alex, do you notice something strange?
Something strange? I don't know. Is there something strange there?
Oh my god. You noticed
I'm
immediately?
I'm just a fucking skeleton, like all the rest of these guys.
And all the other
Sans, where are you?
And the other skeletons are just doing the berserk chanting, you should have
Is it
died.
cosplay month again? I thought you weren't into that.
You know, part of me just imagine Willem Dafoe's face in that painting just starting to talk for some reason. Like,
Yeah.
just imagine it for a second. His face comes to life a la Will Ferrell as, fucking hell, what is, as Mugatu from, Zoolander, or appearing on the, Malaysian Prime Minister's face. And I will smack him right in the face. Oh my god, Willem Dafoe, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be dead.
Remember, Harry. Remember who you are.
Remember, Chosen One? On the...
You are now picturing Willem Dafoe voicing Mufasa in the Lion King remake.
No. I am imagining Willem Dafoe voicing that lion from from Kung Pao.
You know, if you guys lived together, it
Holy
would be a
shit!
hell of a lot easier for you to communicate. Ow, wow, she has a concussion.
And here MJ's about to do something really stupid.
Yeah.
Cool. Are we sure Ursula isn't secretly the Sea Witch in disguise?
She's too skinny.
What if what if Ursula's hiding underneath? What if the Sea Witch is hiding
Are
underneath
you
the
saying
skin?
that she's bigger on the inside?
Yes. You know, I swear when and if we ever get to doing The Little Mermaid, we should probably address the fact that Ursula is one of the most neutral characters in
Such a
that book.
poor, unfortunate soul.
Like all she does is take Ariel's tongue and she's not present for the rest of the book. He's got his memory back. Heck, you gotta go beat him up. Are you, are you fucking kidding me right now, MJ? You had one fucking job, and you couldn't do that right. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Harry instead of seeing Norman Osborn, he sees Spectacular Spider-Man Green Goblin.
See, I thought you were gonna say Ozzy Osbourne for a
No,
second there.
just instead of Willem Dafoe, just Photoshop Spectacular Spider-Man Green Goblin in there. Like,
Hello, howdy.
wait, why do you sound like Steve Bloom?
That's
Get
a
away,
good
guys.
question. You're not going to get an answer to.
Yeah, someone else who wants to fuck me right in the pussy.
He wears a blue and red suit.
What?
That really doesn't narrow it down. We talking
Indeed,
Captain America, the other Spider-Man, Superman?
Miles just be like, dude, I'm wearing black and red.
No. The other Spider-Man, Ben Reilly. Or the other Spider-Man, Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah, I'm wearing blue. I'm wearing dark blue and red.
Oh, please don't tell me you mean Optimus Prime.
I don't do humans, Peter.
What is this human
Transformers
romance you speak of? This is quite
and
strange to
Here's a bit of
me.
a bizarre.
There is far too much porn of Transformers mating with humans on the internet.
Okay,
We
here's
don't
something
even
that's a
have
bit
genitals
odd.
like that.
So in the editor's cut, this scene, Peter dresses in the black suit and goes emo. Oh, with his hair all frizzled and whatnot. But then in a later scene, Peter, or just combs back his hair. Or it seems.
Yeah, that's
in this version.
that's a continuity
watch
problem
this.
here. Well, he also had that thing where he had like the emo fringe earlier. And
Yeah,
now he
see?
has the fringe again.
And all of a sudden, Spider-Man is seen as a bad guy. Oh, here we go.
Obvious Photoshop is obvious.
Yep.
Transformers reproduction does not work the way your human reproduction works.
Oh, that line still makes no fucking sense. Just. Oh, nice attention to detail there. Look at that.
That's a very Sam Raimi shot to do. And we never had this kind of styling in later phases of the MCU. Just such a smooth pan of the shot. You just like the camera goes down and
Trash,
back
Brock.
up.
You're fucking trash. I'll break you.
There's another meme line.
Oh my god.
I wonder how much
Meme-
YouTube poop I could make by taking lines like these and editing them over the black suit arc from Spectacular.
You'll get a lot of views, I guarantee you.
I might have to do that.
And he just walks away like a smooth criminal.
Bum ba-da-da-da-dum bum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-dum bum bum. First mention of Empire State University. When Peter actually goes to Columbia in the movies. Empire State was created for the comics because they didn't want to make everything mundane by having
Meanwhile,
by having Peter go to someplace, regular. Which is something that that a lot of more recent superhero films could learn from.
oh god. Looking a little frizzled. You know, maybe I should change my hair. I don't know how to bring it to you, but I'm the one whose dick is getting wet.
So you remember how last time I was the other guy? I'm the other guy again.
That's stupid. You're stupid.
Yeah.
Wanna
Yeah,
fight
I know.
about it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
MJ, could you maybe
No,
talk to your
she didn't.
fucking boyfriend every now and again?
That's stupid. She's stupid. Excuse me a moment. I'll be right back.
All right. Harry, you're a fucking dickhead. How the hell did he do that? Has he been hanging out with Batman? Only I'm supposed to be able to hang out with Batman.
And here we get this neat little shot. I like how Peter just laid in the same bed that he put Norman on. Oh, really?
The same bed where Otto put
Pete laid
him
him.
in the last movie too.
Yep. That bed gets it's quite a bit of usage. Oh, not the last
Harry,
time he'll get stabbed.
Harry, where the hell are you keeping those goddamn blades? Seriously, did you put them in your arm? How did they not break your arm when they performed the MRI? Still drinking fucking Maker's Mark, I see.
That all you got? This is some good choreography as well.
Yes, Harry looking more like Edward Cullen than he has in his entire life.
Ooh. I swear.
Callbacks to the fight with Carradine in the first
Ow!
one. Excuse me.
Boom! Ow! Oh, God. I'm just trying to convince you. No. He despised you. Your embarrassment to him. Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
Just chops him in the fucking chest and he falls over. That'll actually do that to you, too. Like, if you hit
Yep.
somebody hard enough in the chest, it causes their heart to...
Oh, shit.
Oh,
and then,
thus,
guess what?
Thus, Harry
Guess what we get
Osborn
to see
became
after
the
that?
infamous villain
Guess what?
Two-Face.
Oh, here we go. 1, 2, the 3. I like good pussy and I like good tree.
I found that out when I attached it to a spider. A red and blue one I found at the Oscorp Labs a few years ago.
Oh, of course not. One to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good tree. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. Me to the 1,
You
to the 1,
reposted
to
in the
the
wrong
3.
neighborhood.
The Rod Friendly neighborhood.
Yeah.
God, I love Parker. Oh. He is so cringe. And yet,
Get your feet off my
just-
goddamn desk.
Where's my Viltrumite suit?
Focus so about it.
And
I
here
know
we go.
exactly why why Sam Raimi chose the James Brown song for this.
Oh, here we go. Here we
Yep,
go.
the Bully Maguire outfit.
Yes! Is it bad that I can do this dance by memory?
And
I fucking love this.
Toby showed Andrew and Tom how to do it.
Oh my god. We have to include that in our No Way Home adaptation.
Why is he dancing?
No, just everybody, even Venom just watches. He's just like, okay, I know. Okay, we know we did some things to him, but I don't recall us doing that. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, and now we get one of the best additions to this movie.
Yep. Great deleted scene.
Yes. It's interesting how she actually rationalizes is Flint in here. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like she's still bitter, but she kind of understands where he's coming from. And Penny just sees he's a giant sandcastle just right there.
Gee, this scene definitely should have been in the goddamn movie.
It's just
It's almost like it helps add to the character development, storyline,
yeah.
or something. Why should why would we have anything like that in there? That's all lame and worthless, and nobody wants to see any of that. Nobody cares about any of that. Oh no, everybody just wants to see the fucking punching.
You know, I just kind of imagine this scene just with Jaime looking at it, and he's like, what on earth? He just doesn't know what to make of it. And then he sees Marco, but instead of pursuing him, he just kind of, lets him go. Oh, since he feels bad. Because guess what Jaime follows in terms of his philosophy?
What?
Familia is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And he sees that since Marco deeply cares about his daughter, or he's just like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Just a little bit of contempt in her voice. It's just like, right, this is the fifth time somebody has done that tonight. But people keep slipping me 20s, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh. Oh, jeez. This scene that was thankfully reduced in the editor's cut.
Oh wow, that guy's either secretly Antonio Banderas or secretly Spider-Man.
Is it weird that I would want to mix the act that for our version of the black suit Spider-Man? I'm just imagining like a mixture of the cringe from this along with the actual edge of spectacular.
Peter, why are you humping the air?
And like I said, just him
They're calling
the
him Daddy in the background.
Oh my god.
Okay. I never realized that when I watched this before.
Oh my god. Oh. Something's unusual. No, it's not unusual. Keep going.
Is that a reference to something?
No.
It's not unusual. That's a good question. Oh, it's a song by Tom Jones. Is that Tyler
How is he
Maine?
just Yeah, you said how is he not kicked out of this place?
Yeah.
Or rather, how is he not banned from this place?
Yeah. But seriously, was that Tyler Maine? He looked like it might be.
I don't know. And it's conveniently raining when he's having a bad day.
We are the dramatic weather station, bringing you the most dramatic weather you could possibly ask for. Coming up next, we have sunshine for a final battle scene that will be ending soon, and, well, right after that, we've got more fucking rain.
Sadly, we will not be having the "Get back here, shocker" scene.
You you need to stop doing that.
Why?
I mean,
What?
it sounds like it sounds like it hurts.
Alex, I have been prepping myself for if you're gonna end up
Get
making me
back here,
record
sucker!
that line, because it's like it practically fucked in the ass.
Huh.
But don't kill Spider-Man. And God's like, I don't know how to tell you this.
The Spider-Man main theme here playing in negative, no, in a
What?
minor key, not negative harmonics.
Funny how the bell tower entrance is just right there.
Yeah, and he'll see Peter from way too
From
high
all
in there.
that is so weird.
I mean, I get that I get that you'd recognize the voice, but come on, guys.
The fuck are you doing up there?
Incredibly
Oh,
well detailed, this scene. Because you see the symbiote constantly trying to get back on him, but parts of it falling off.
hey, I've got an idea. We can do whatever we want.
Now I'm going to
So, do
turn
we have a
you
deal?
into Tom Hardy so that
Oh,
you
I
will
don't.
be a bit more
Yeah, I don't think ladies were
manly.
ready to would be ready to handle Toby Maguire's bare naked ass. And we get one of the worst adaptations of Venom. Meanwhile, oof. Holy shit, you're not
Oh
Spider-Man.
god, this is more than I signed up for.
Oh yeah. Is it weird that Topher Grace's voice work is better in the video game than in the movie?
Considering that the game probably went through fewer changes during post than the movie did, I mean, eh. I hate how the lips don't match up with Venom, and also he doesn't
Oh, and also we
say.
don't have the scene where
He
Peter goes,
refers.
we
Yeah, he
don't see
refers to
this
himself as
scene.
singular as opposed to plural, like he does in the comics.
Yeah, well, yeah, well, this isn't Spectacular Spider-Man where we could do everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
And then Eddie shows up for Endgame and he's like, "Hey, Parker, we heard that you could use our help." What? I'm a good guy. We're a good guy now. Oh, we're good guys. Yes, we're good guys. Hey, wait. Could it be good guy? Is it good guys or good guy? Okay, it's good guys. We're good guys. Yeah, for some reason I don't believe you. Hey!
That was a
Uh,
really good shot.
yep. Oh, by the way, like I said, we don't have the scene of Aunt May or of the of Bernard. Oh shit. I mean, look at those teeth. So he better put on the suit. Or he could go as a cool youth pastor.
Maybe you should get further away because there's crazy shit going on.
Oh no, wait, it's the giant middle finger. Now he's drawing a massive dick on the web. And it says, fuck, and it says, you Spider-Man. Wow, that is... Could we even show that on the air? You fucking kidding me right now? I'm nearly Harvey Dent. Well, you're... Maybe I don't, but MJ needs us. Yeah, I'm fucking sure about that. Get the fuck out of here. What else would you be imagining for our black suit storyline?
Um, hmm.
Alex?
Good question.
Like, I know we had Jaime, Michelle, and Damien just investigating all of these things that are going on with Spider-Man, including the aftermath of a beatdown set to the tune of Dragula by Rob Zombie. I get that. I've always gotten the distinct impression that the webbing was intentionally made weak. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Spider-Man! And there's the American flag. What is being built on there?
A building of some
What?
kind.
Is it the Avengers Tower?
Man, it might be. That would just be something, wouldn't it?
Ow! Fuck! Well, there goes most of my suit again. Hey, how's it going? What is with that teeth? By the way, that was ad-libbed.
Good line.
Like I said, that was ad-libbed by Topher Grace.
Yeah.
Ow!
Nice combination of practical effects and CGI there. They used the CGI to make the, to make it look more, to make the symbiote stuff look more alive, and they used the practical effects to make it look more real.
Yep. And Mary Jane's gonna try to distract him. Oh my god, Eddie, you are so fucking petty.
You almost brained Peter by doing that, MJ.
Well, luckily, Eddie was standing right over him.
Yeah. If he'd moved his head a little bit, that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, but he didn't know that MJ was doing that because he doesn't have the spider sense. Like, look, Venom has quite a bit of Spider-Man's powers, but I do not think he has spider sense.
Yeah. Makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, she was smart to get the hell out of Dodge. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. He's gigantic. Na 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 na. I couldn't really cue the Godzilla theme since he doesn't look like a fucking lizard.
Lizard would not be appearing in this. He does appear
No.
in the Spider-Man 3 video game, though. Along with
As a
Morbius, the
gigantic
living vampire.
Yep. Yeah, they say that people are strange. I'm trying to remember how that song goes. Ow. Ah, ow. Oh my god. This is gonna hurt like a son of a bitch, isn't it? You're right. Ow! 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 Oh. I feel like my sternum's gonna, ow, collapse on me. Where's the goddamn Avengers?
Look at that. A torn practical suit. Oh.
Ow! Fuck.
Oh, you're gonna make me fucking cry. I do think that the film kind of loses something not having the scene with the butler in it.
And here we get a new goblin, and with Willem Dafoe's theme.
Played more heroically than it was in the first film.
Hey, Harry. My sternum's about to crush my heart. It really fucking hurts. Ow. Yeah.
Imagine the movie they could have made if Harry hadn't died at the end of this film.
Yes. Ow.
Imagine,
Okay.
like,
And
a
Jonah's
team.
here.
Yeah. Dressed exactly like Commissioner Gordon.
Indeed. What the? Jonah's getting swindled here. Well, it's a good thing the glider has some motion, has some tracking.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Mary Jane's life is now hanging by a thread.
I love this. I love this fucking dynamic.
Yes.
And, you know, and they fucking killed him at the end of the movie, which
See, I'm better now, MJ. That was a really bizarre phase of me.
especially considering like the dynamic aspects of the stuff you can do with Harry with the fucking hoverboard, you know?
Yeah. Ow! Fuck! Ow! I'm gonna get you at some point. Owie! That hurts! Oh, come on! That was all it took? Lame! Lame! Fucking lame! What was that? What was that? Yeah, there was a deleted scene where Venom was just like looking at himself in a mirror and whatnot. It was cut from the movie.
That's a goddamn shame.
Yoink! Our reminder that at the film director, or it literally got a start in horror films.
Unfortunately,
Ow!
I could
Fuck!
see some shit uh where the CGI was clipping through his neck.
Ow! Feels fucking amazing. The unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
You loved that line, and when I did it in Judas Contract.
Yeah.
Yep. He missed. Nope. Ow. Ow. Oh, God.
Harry somehow
Peter's
manages to avoid getting concussed by all of those pipes.
and losing his memory yet again.
If he had, he might not have died.
Uh, hey, Pete. Remember when you said that my dad killed himself? Well, my not so subtle foreshadowing paid off.
You know,
Ugh. Owie.
well, that's what a stab through the lungs will get you.
Ow. Use your webs, you moron. I have to wonder how many people who didn't know about this in the comics eggs thought this was stupid. He's weak to certain frequencies of sound and fire. That's
Now there
been
is.
the symbiote's lore since the comic.
Yep. Now there was a scene that was thankfully cut where Eddie was a skeleton inside of the Venom symbiote, which is not how
Ooh,
the Venom symbiote works, by the way.
yeah. Oh, that looks scary. Ouch. What the fuck do you think I'm doing? I'm blowing this shit up. Well, he went out the way that Sam Raimi would have wanted him to go out, in a fiery explosion. Shit, I got here too late. Damn elevator. No, stay here. I actually want to die. Come on. And it'll be a really cool scene. I don't understand you people. Yeah, really, I didn't want this at all. really didn't have a choice.
I do kind of like this, but I don't like it enough that I would have this in here completely unaltered, you know?
Yeah, hence why you did some alterations.
Yeah. That's why good trigger discipline is very important.
That's why our Flint Marco actually has that.
Yeah.
Sadly, because of things that Peter did do, I mean, it'd be hypocritical for him not to. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. Thanos used the stones again.
Imagine now that we had a Spider-Man 4 where there was a, some kind of team-up between Peter and Peter, Sandman, and Harry. You
And they
know?
just punched a bunch. I'm dying, but I've been better. He dead.
God damn it. At least it's not the Amazing Spider-Man 2 where they ruined Harry's chance at a fucking redemption arc.
Yeah. Because Peter had to go fight the Rhino.
Harry... here's the thing. Harry Osborn has problems with Spider-Man and with Peter off and on in the comics. He's not...
Interesting. I find it interesting how in this scene, in even Flash Thompson had the decency to be at Harry's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could see Joe Manganiello, right in this scene.
Yep.
See, there he
Right
is,
there.
right there.
Yep. Something I didn't notice the first time I saw this movie.
My friend, my friend Alden pointed this out to me when we watched this. Like, Flash is a lot of things. He's not as much of a douchebag as he's depicted in the MCU. He has standards. Know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hell, even in Spectacular Spider-Man, he has a whole character arc.
I really would like to know, like, what Sam Raimi would make a Spider-Man 4 of now, you know?
Hmm.
I'd also like to see, like, what he would have done back in the day, but, you know.
Yeah. And thus ends Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3 editor's cut. So, how did you
Um,
feel
okay, so
about
I'm
this?
gonna go 6 out of 10, and I'm gonna say that despite the fact that there are several editions that I like, but,
7 out
I,
of 10 for me.
yeah, I'd go probably like 8 out of 10 for the theatrical cut.
Same with the same rating for the theatrical cut, 7 out of 10.
Okay.
We will be here next week for the Deadpool. And the week after, we'll be doing Mark Webb's Spooderman movies. And Alex,
Yes.
do we still are we still able to do Superman?
I mean, we're about 40 minutes over our allotted time span, so well 20 minutes not after you count the I'm trying very charitably to say no. Sorry.
Hmm. But it's the best Superman. Well, you still have to watch it anyway.
Let me see here. What is this a Five for Fighting song?
I think so. I don't know.
No. I think that might be Might be signal fire from Snow Patrol. The lead singer kind of sounds like John on Dancitron from Five for Fighting. Kind of looks like him too, actually. Looks like a cross between John on Dancitron and Josh Groban.
Sadly, no Kyoko Suigetsu is being used on us.
Hmm.
Anyone who's seen Bleach Abridged would get that joke. I'm not explaining myself.
Yeah, I have a feeling that I know why earlier in the movie they use the James Brown song "People Get Up and Drive Your Funky Soul." It's because there's that bit where it goes ba da ba bum ba da 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 dum ba da,
Bum, bum.
because it sounds like the Spider-Man theme.
Yeah.
And I dreamed a dream in times gone by where Spider-Man 4 would be in production.
But then it gets canceled.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Goddamn shame, but I do like the Amazing Spider-Man.
There are still things that won't make sense about it when we get to it.
Blame
But
Sony's editing process.
uh,
Subtitles translated by... Hang on, what the fuck? Subtitles translated by Will Motomura. Uh... Uh...
well, anyway, since we don't
Um...
have time for Superman, we'll have we'll ha- have to save that for another time. So tune in tomorrow for
Yeah.
our EFAP on Cosmonaut Marcus's is Sam Raimi's Spooderman
Yeah,
trilogy.
over on Comics for All. We'll have to come up with a different name for that.
Yeah.
Because, like, CFA Riffs doesn't really roll off the tongue the way EFAP does. But then again, and, like, I don't know. Um,
Anywho.
eh. See y'all later. Bye.